Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Naomi and I am a small YouTuber basically making motivational videos based on like academics or maybe productive days and basically just being a better version of yourself. And I'm still in the process of it and I'm just here to share my experience on it. Yeah. So one of my subscriber had requested to make a video on how to study effectively in the 12th commerce how to study effectively in the commerce stream, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not. And I've just completed my 12th and I took the commerce stream, and yeah, I'm basically here to share some of my experiences and I wish I had known topics. So yeah, so I took commerce after a lot of deliberation because, first of all, I didn't know what I was really interested in, but I had somewhat known I really am interested in the business stream. So I decided to take commerce, and a lot of my friends and my family members were like, why did you take commerce? You got really good grades, you got 10 point CGPA in 10 standard, and you should definitely take science because obviously all the geniuses go and take science and not the ones who are very average take commerce, and the ones who don't even study take arts. That's basically the mentality people have. So the science, I don't get it. There's no hate, obviously. You can obviously choose whatever you want. As long as you're interested, that's all that matters. So yeah, basically my point is, it doesn't matter which stream you're in. Your smartness is not defined by what stream you take. So yeah, that's just off topic and it's going to be a long video, but basically I have made a few points on how to study consistently in the commerce stream. So my first point is to be consistent. Make sure that you have enough time for your studies and at the same time you have time to do other fun stuff. So at least put in 2-3 hours of your day to study. You don't need to put like 6-7 hours. If there's like a lot of pending work or if you have a test nearby, yeah, you can definitely do that, but you can have your own fun time, and the fun definition differs for everyone. Some find it fun their fun activities based on meeting their friends and hanging, like chilling with them, and for me it's basically sleeping and watching Netflix, and most of it is reading my favorite novel and just sitting outside and writing poems or drawings and stuff like that. I'm not such an outdoorsy person. I sometimes I'm not, depends on my mood, but yeah, make sure that you have time for everything, and mostly you have for your studies too. And make sure accounts needs a lot of focus and a lot of time at the same time. So it doesn't matter if you don't study business every day, you can do it in alternate days. So make sure business, economics, English, and whichever other subject you have, you study it alternatively. At the same time, make sure your accounts is studied every day, because accounts needs a lot of time, a lot of investment. So yeah, first is consistency, and second is to make notes. Notes are really helpful. They save a lot of time and it gives a quick revision. And yeah, make sure that you make notes I made notes personally on business studies, economics, and I would write a note on about each chapter, and it would be somewhere around 1 to 2 pages, or sometimes more than that, depends on the chapter. But make sure you make notes because it will save a lot of time, and don't do it at the end moment, and make sure that you review it constantly so that you won't forget whatever you had learned. And third, and the most important thing, is tests. Make sure you take regular tests, and I'm not even talking about business. It depends on what subject you might find hard, but the accountancy subject needs a lot of tests, because you need to make sure you're really managing your time well in accountancy. Because let me just tell you about my own personal experience. So I never took tuition classes, and I just basically did self-studies. And yeah, accountancy, I focused on that subject, but I did not take tests. I did not take regular tests on it, and I basically suffered in a very wrong time, that is boards. I never took a test because I had a very lazy attitude towards it. And make sure that you take regular tests on accounts, and it might seem boring, you might feel lethargic, but it's worth it. You must know how to manage your time, otherwise it'll be too late. So yeah, I didn't take much tests, and I was just thorough with the subject, accountancy subject, but I was not thorough with how to complete it within the required time. So I was a bit ignorant towards it, and in my boards I ended up running out of time, and that's the worst nightmare a student can face, to be honest. I ran out of time and I didn't get to complete my paper within the time, and I lost a ton of marks, and I ended up getting 64 out of 100, which was really hard to process for me, and I'm being really blunt about it. But at the same time, I really because I know even though I got pretty less in that subject, I ended up covering up due to my other subjects. So I got 98 in economics, 90 each in business and PT, and English was pretty less, which was 84. It's good, but I didn't expect that much. So basically I got an 85%, which was also not expected. I wanted above 90, but because of accounts, anything can happen. But make sure it doesn't happen to you. Make sure you're really prepared with your subjects, and especially for those who study on their own, please invest your time in taking tests, regular tests, because you don't have anyone to check how you're performing, but make sure you check how you perform. So yeah. And fourth point is to take breaks. Very simple. You need to take breaks so that you're not congested with a lot of information, and that's it. So fifth is to ask doubts. Make sure you ask doubts to your teachers or your tuition teacher, anyone. Make sure that you know the topic before it's too late. Like, that is, during a test you were supposed to ask a doubt about that topic, and exactly that topic comes in the test. My sixth point is to motivate yourself. Make sure you can watch either YouTube videos or like Study With Me. I found Study With Me is a big motivator, and at the same time self-talks can be really motivating. I just go to the terrace and I talk to myself, and basically like a friend, and it's fine. I find it really motivating and very therapeutic, So yeah, these are 6 points I have made, and yeah, I hope you find it helpful, and so make sure to cherish these 2 years of school days that you have left, because you will obviously miss them. And make sure that you don't chase after getting more marks or better grades. Instead, try channelizing a focus on getting more knowledge and information through your books and even other sources than your books, and don't be confined only to your textbook. If you are really interested in any topic, make sure to cross the limit and research on that topic and know more about that topic. And yeah, automatically once you focus and have a perspective on getting more knowledge than rather focusing on grades, your grades will be automatically better. And anyways, in the end, your marks don't matter in the long term. Your knowledge you have, the skills you have, that will matter more. No company or no profession hires you based on the amount of grades you have in a 12th standard or 10th standard or anywhere. So yeah, just focus and have that perspective. It will make learning more fun. And I hope you guys liked my video, and I hope you got motivated by it. That's the goal. That's my goal. More than subscribers and more than likes, I really value the comments because they're so positive and so motivating. I really love reading the comments, so make sure you comment and share some positivity. Till then, bye bye.